right. That's why me and gang walk around with no fright. These hoes mad cause we in the spotlight. 30 bitches jumping on the bed. 20 bitches got their legs around her head. And 10 bitches spin on top of their head. Boss bitches, yeah, we all up. Okay, what is up, y'all? Welcome back. Well, this is the set. I'm literally just recorded this video right after the introduction video. So if you watched that, you was already here. It ain't even no welcome back. It's not even another day. But welcome back. So like I said, this is not the introduction. So we're going to get on straight to it. This is one of our first topics of this page, manifesting with D. I called it manifesting with D because that's exactly what I'm going to help y'all do. Manifest. And the first thing to manifesting is getting up out of the system, waking up to the truth, and all of that good stuff. And that's why I'm here to help y'all. So every time my tips and advice and all them good answers, they digitally download from the universe, come straight to my brain, and they gonna come straight from my brain and straight to y'all. So the more I learn, the more wiser I get, the more knowledge, all of that good stuff, y'all. I'm sharing it with y'all, helping y'all to grow and helping y'all to do what y'all gotta do and take off, because it is so crucial and it is so important, and it's time. It's time. So today we are going to start with jobs, okay? Jobs and why not to work them. So I'm looking down because I have everything written down. Excuse my chicken scratch, but I'm not a forgetter. I'm really not that forgetful for real. But I just like to write stuff down to be organized so I won't be all over the place. So I will make sure I won't miss nothing and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And then if I have any extra after I get through with my points, I can, add it in and stuff like that. And I want to make sure I get everything out of me into y'all because it is very important. So jobs and why not to work them. So I highly express the if worked, talking about job, if you work a job, if it's worked, it should only be used as a stepping stool. And I cannot express that enough. Jobs should only be used as a stepping stool. It ain't for no, let me build my 401k and let me try to get a retirement. And no, all of that, no. It's only so you can use it as a stepping stool. Say if you're trying to, buy a car to do something real quick or something. I don't know, whatever it needs to be used for the stool for, whatever that reason is, you know what I'm saying? Keep it short, simple. Do not get stuck into it. You know what I'm saying? What you're trying to do is find other ways to step on the stool, what you trying to do without using the job to step on the stool. You know what I'm saying? You want to use other things to be your stepping stool, I meant to say, instead of using the job to be your stepping stool. Shout out to Ralph Smart. I'm going to put his link in the description because I got this from him. JOB means just over broke. And I don't, it's not just because, that's sweet that just over broke really matched the letters. No, it wasn't that. It's because of the words that he chose, to use for that. Is what had my mind like the mean math problems with all the like A, B, the letters, the lines and shapes and stuff, and it just be, them little memes. That's how my mind was when he said it, because I'm like, wow, that really, really, really makes sense. Like I really, especially from having the experience of working so many jobs, being all over the place when it comes to jobs and stuff like that, like it really made sense because when you think about it, if you have struggled with hours, jobs, money and stuff like that, when you hear JOB means just over broke, you really going to feel that. Like if you don't feel it, I don't know what's going on, but hopefully you will feel it by the end of this video, because that's exactly what it be, just over broke. All the stuff you got to do to get a job, to keep a job, and to make ends meet. Even when you have a job, you still be feeling like you just over broke, like you did all of that to get the job. Now that you got the job, you still struggling and you still this and you still that. You just over broke. You was already broke before you got the job. Now you just over broke. You see what I'm saying? So you really don't really be getting nowhere for real. Jobs take all your money and don't give it back. This right here is so, oh my God. Bro, if I come in here and I'm slaving for 20 hours and I'm supposed to get paid $20 per hour, I want my money. I want all of it. I'm just throwing out an example. I'm just saying, I want my money. Like, how you gonna sit up here and say, and then they always say, oh, it's for Social Security and it's for this and it's for that. But if everybody, I'm sorry, I got so much to go on. If the world was already balanced and where it's supposed to be, we wouldn't even be needing all of that. We wouldn't feel like we need all of that. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's another. I'm gonna save that one for another video. But we wouldn't need all of that. We don't need all that. That's the whole point. So they make you feel like and think and try to believe, make you believe. That's why we got to unlearn. We have to unbelieve. We have to untrain so we can retrain ourselves, re-believe what we want to believe that is truth, and relearn, because the shit that we learned got us stuck up in a little ass box. Preach. Okay, so I said they take all your money and they don't give it back, especially when you go to file taxes and they don't want to give you all your money back. Like, I don't do that. You gonna take all my money and then, no. And that's why we cannot be stuck up in, okay. Jobs, they limit you in every area, especially mentally. Jobs can limit you. Like, if you don't get this, then I don't know what's going on. Let's talk about how they limit you mentally. You can feel like, it makes you feel like you only can afford what your check is, and it makes you live check by check. So mentally, when I say it make you feel like you can only afford what your check is. So say, for example, you got a job, you get paid 2 weeks. After they take their taxes and stuff out, every 2 weeks you get paid roughly $400. So you making roughly $800 a month. If you live in an apartment, houses can be around the same from $500 to $800, just like apartments. But apartments get as low to $300 depending on who you are and where you stay. Like if it's senior and all that stuff. Because, up north, cost of living is higher than down south. So that's one thing to think about. If it's 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, the location, the amenities they have in there, all of that stuff matter. But regardless, and needless to say, wherever you stay at, rent is going to be a couple $100, right? Unless you have like Section 8 and all that stuff like that. But we just trying to, focus on this. Your rent apartment can be from anywhere to $300 to $800, and houses can be anywhere from $500 on up, depending on the house and all that stuff like that, like we said. So if you roughly making $800 a month and your rent about $600-700, food, kids, even if you don't got kids and it's just you gotta eat. You damn sure ain't getting food stamps because the government don't care about nobody. You make 1 penny over what they saying and they gonna cut your stamps off or they gonna cut them down. So we already, for this example, for people with jobs, for this topic, y'all don't probably have, you probably don't got nothing. If you do got government assistance, it's probably government insurance. Because them food stamps is out of there when you get a job. That is out of there. And even with Section 8, like once you start working and stuff like that, like then you got to start paying, you know what I'm saying? So all that, oh, I wish I had Section 8. No, you do not. So, anyway, back to what I was saying. So yes, so you getting roughly $800 a month. You got to pay all of that. You already stressed. You can hear the stress in the example before I even break it down, because you automatically, what the fuck am I going to do with $800? What is $800 going to do? And I got so much stuff that I got to do. And we just talking about taking care of the needs. We ain't talk about your wants. Like if you want a new iPhone or you want something that you usually can't get. It can be something as small as a laptop, I don't know, as small as a pair of shoes or something, because you feel like you can't afford it. You see how that's limiting you? Another limit. It's getting in your emotions. It's playing with how you look at money and how you feel about money and stuff like that. It's definitely playing with that stuff, because that's not good. You supposed to be able to know and think and say, like, I get money coming from many different sources. Money is not hard to get. Money flow to me. You know, all them good things. There is no limits. I can buy a scratch off right now and pop $250,000. Anything. Like, there is no limits. And you can really go and pop $250,000 off a scratch off too. Why can't it be you? You know what I'm saying? Stop limiting yourself. Let me write that down, because that's going to be the next topic. Limits. If I don't already have that written down to talk about, because a lot of stuff that the government got set up in this society and this systems is all to limit you and stuff like that. That's not good. We cannot be doing that. That limit stuff, you cannot be. If you want to manifest, I said manifesting with D. If you want to manifest with me, baby, you can't be limited, because you're not going to get it. You ain't going to get it being limited. I know firsthand. I just worked my way up out of a limited mindset and a limited way of living and thinking and feeling and stuff like that. Like, I was working my way up out of that stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I know what I'm talking about when I'm saying it. Like, it really limits you, y'all. Because not only are you sitting there like, okay, well, I only got this much amount of money to do what I need to do. That right there. Why are you feeling like you only can make $800 and that's only you basically saying that little roughly $800 that you just slaved for is the only money that you can make and the only money that's gonna come to you? Like, those are limits. It's limiting you mentally. It really is. And then, like I said, you still live check by check, which you do. We are manifesting lives where we don't even have to worry about a check, and we don't have to live check by check, where we can just wake up and cash out or swipe our card or however we prefer to use our money. You know what I'm saying? Like, we waking up, and just like how we was when how we were when we were younger. We woke up with no worries, no fears, no cares, no responsibilities, no kids, no man, no woman, no none of that. Literally, I used to just get up besides school, because school was the only responsibility we had, and school was the only irritating thing. I couldn't wait to get out of school so I can come home and write and play, dance, whatever. Like, things that, bro, come on, y'all got to get it together. Okay, so we don't got time to live check by check. We don't. We got too much to do to be like, oh, I just got my check and it's all gone on one bill or something like that. Like, all that check by check, and I got a penny pension, trying to be a cheapskate. We not about to make ourselves feel like we got to live like that, because we don't, and we not. That's why we letting them jobs go, right? Exactly. That's why we letting them jobs go. The next point I want to make out is, besides it limited you, that it limits you, is that it turns you into a slave. And it really do. Like, you work all day, every day, with barely no breaks, no weekends off. If you do get weekends off, you barely get it off. Then you got some jobs where you only get Sunday off, and then they want to turn around and, oh, it's a mandatory Sunday work day, so you just work 7 days a week. What? You don't work you barely get breaks. Like I said, if you do get a break, it's not long enough. Sorry, my neck needs to be, it's kind of hurting, but sorry about that. So anyway, that probably look crazy as hell, but we ain't gonna tell nobody I had my neck. I don't know what's going on. So anyway, back to what I was saying. I keep saying that where I'm at, being a slave, working all day, barely getting breaks. 30 minutes. What is 30 minutes? Y'all, it take me 30. If I didn't bring me no lunch, it's going to take me 30 minutes to get to wherever I'm trying to eat at. And then it's going to take me 30 minutes to get back. Then it's gonna take me 30 minutes to eat. What is 30 minutes? Then I gotta go to the bathroom. No, and I gotta put stuff back in my car and stuff, or my locker or whatever. Like 30 minutes? Like, what is this? That's not enough. You want me to stand on my feet for 9 hours, and you only gonna give me 30 minutes. Y'all don't see how y'all back slaving? Anyway, so yes, we don't have time for that slave stuff. You work, and then you're working so much that you don't even have time to enjoy your money or enjoy your kids or enjoy life. You know what I'm saying? And if you is working extra hard to make more money, you know what I'm saying, like factory jobs and stuff, like they be making money, like they be making a couple thousands or whatever like that, or 1,000 a week, or however it be, but they can't even spend it because they always at work. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not what we're trying to do. We're not trying to work hard to build up no money to not be able to spend it. Huh? And we're not trying to slave to barely make any money. You want me to slave and y'all barely paying me? Like, And you don't, and I can't. Oh, and don't get me started on how you barely can get not just a 30-minute break, but a break like, oh, I'm sick, I need to go on a vacation, or I can't come in today, without them like, oh, well, you need to make sure you have doctor's excuse, and I need to see the picture of your fucking neck breaking. Like, they be wanting to be up your asshole, you know what I'm saying, for what? And you miss one day or miss too many days, your points add up, or you get fired and stuff like that. But y'all was acting like y'all need me that much and y'all gonna fire me. Like, I can't do it. And y'all can't either. And y'all not gonna do it. So that's what we not gonna do. That's what we not gonna do. They not about to keep slaving you. So don't be no slave. If you getting offended and taking this video the wrong way, y'all really got some chakra work that y'all need to work on, because like I said, if jobs are work, they only should be used as a stepping stool. If you feel like you need a job, your mind has some work that it needs to be worked on. You got some limits in your brain. You know what I'm saying? And it's not, everybody, like I said, y'all, I ain't trying to sit up here and act like I'm Mr. Perfect, even though I'm working hard every day to be the best version of myself. But I came through limits and stuff too, childhood limits and blockages and stuff like that. So, you know what I'm saying? That's why I said the more I wake up and the more I learn, the more I'm gonna wake y'all up and help y'all learn. So, it's okay. But I just want you to know, if you feel like you need a job, you have some work that you need to be doing, because you should never feel like you need a job. Okay, so I said all work, no free time. So now I'm going to talk about my story, obviously, how I stopped working and how I started doing my own thing and started my own business and stuff like that. That sounds good. Y'all, I'm really proud of myself. That sounds good to say. Okay, so I got 2 kids. My oldest, he's 7, and my youngest, he is 1. Just had him last year. Last year in May. I'm talking about, where am I at? I'm talking about last year. What am I? Okay, I'm getting my times mixed up. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. Because I'm all over the place and I got so much down. I'm just getting see, that's why I'm only having 2 kids. Because when you start forgetting when people got born and you just had them, like, I already feel like my mama, when she be calling me, all my other brothers and sisters, like, Mom, you called me Danielle. That's my name. Like, okay, but no. So, let's see. So, in 2018, I got pregnant. And the month I got pregnant, I started my dreads, my journey with my dreads. So I had the baby in 2019. And after having him, and I had him May 2019. After having him, the following, I had him in May. So that July, that's when I started being vegan, and I had started back on my social media platform. So before I got pregnant, I was already working on myself on my social media, putting my talents and gifts out there. I started my Facebook fan page and stuff, and all on my social media. And like I said, I was putting out, like, I was doing my comedy videos and doing my freestyle. Like, I just dropped the album, but before I was able to get into the studio, I was just dropping freestyles and stuff like that. And I just started before I got pregnant, I was just doing comedy and my freestyles. And not even that much comedy. It was kind of like dang near more freestyles. And after I had the baby in 2019, when I jumped back onto getting myself to where I wanted to be and doing what I wanted to do, I added more to what I was already doing, which is just putting more of me out. So I started doing more of my comedy, obviously, and I started doing my birthday shout outs and all kind of stuff. Then I started getting into I was manifesting. The bread just fell, y'all. I wish I had the camera that way, because the bread just fell off the counter by itself. But anyway, so I was manifesting because everything happened so fast. Like, I woke up to the truth on the system and a lot of stuff around the time when I got pregnant, on top of starting my dreads, on top of starting my spiritual journey, on top of manifesting, and on top of living out my dreams. That's key. Living out our dreams is very key. So, which is basically doing whatever you want to do in life and stuff like that. So, when I started back up on my dreams, I started back strong. Like, I was posting, still do hella content and stuff like that. And that on my social media part, on my entertaining part, my talents and stuff like that, on that part, it led me to here right now recording this video. And the old me y'all, probably would have been laid up under some dude looking dumb. So then, not only that, so that was my dream part. Like, all of these is part of my dreams, like YouTubing and all of this good stuff. These are just all part of my dreams and goals to help me have the life that I want to have, and also to help y'all, as well on my journey. Like, I'm not only manifesting money and this and that. Like, I get to, along the way, I get to help and bless the world, or entertain the world, make the world happier. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a win-win. So not only did that come about, but so that was the part of me doing my own thing, but the business part. So a very good friend of mine, I also call her my spiritual advisor. She got her info digitally downloaded from the universe straight to her brain, and told me that I need to start doing hair for income. Because mind you, while I was growing with my social media and doing all of this with having a baby, because the job I was at CVS when I was pregnant, and I stopped working at 3 months. I tried to get unemployment and stuff like that. The government was on me like they always do, people, and they didn't want to pay me, didn't want to give me no money or whatever. So I took that as a loss and said, well, fuck it. I tried to leave the job as an absence because I really was sick, and I was walking back and forth to work. It was getting cold. I was getting bigger. I couldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? So I was trying to at least get unemployment so I can be home and still, get paid or whatever. But, they didn't want to do it. So, I didn't get the unemployment or whatever. So I just quit. And I was telling my baby daddy at the time, I was telling him, I was like, look, I don't know what you're going to have to do, but you got to figure something out, because I'm not going to work and you're going to have to take care of everything. And like, mind you, I don't care. I'm not working while I'm pregnant. I don't do all that struggling, stressing, and I don't do all of that when I'm pregnant. When I'm pregnant, I'm about to sit down and be pregnant, because I ain't get pregnant by myself, and I'm not about to lose my baby. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to walk, and you a woman, I'm coming from you when I'm saying it. I just wasn't about to work pregnant. So, finding out how to survive. She was like, I need to start doing hair. So, I knew how to do hair, whatever. I always did my own sew-ins and quick-weaves and stuff like that. But the reason why, a part of me started my dreads so I wouldn't have to keep damaging my hair, and it was a part of my spiritual journey and stuff like that. It made perfect sense. She was like, you might as well start doing hair and start doing dreads. And she gave me the price to start off at and all of that good stuff. And now, look at me now. Like, I have... the next thing that I'm doing now is going to get paperwork behind my business. But I started my own hair business, Lock It Up Gang. It's Corona and stuff right now, so I'm still working from home. But my dad, he's a barber. He has a shop or whatever, and I'm going to talk to him about getting a booth up at his shop. You know what I'm saying? So I can be in the shop now, because a lot of people, Corona or not, some people don't even do houses. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just a stepping stool. It's another stepping stool, because, you never know who coming there and get a lineup and got dreads and gonna see me doing some dreads. Like, hey, can you do mine? How much you charge? You know what I'm saying? So it's all got its blessings and stuff wrapped up in it. So, I've got a lot that I'm doing with it, but my clientele have been building, just starting from my house, starting with the little hair dryer that you put on the table and you sit under, starting with that, all of that, y'all. Like, I'm starting from the bottom on up, but I'm manifesting though. I'm moving and I'm doing a lot of stuff. And it's like a lot of good info that I need to share with y'all, because I never know who's going through what I'm going through. And then I never know who needs to see this and who needs to hear this. And I just feel like it's so much that I can't just give y'all the entertaining part of me. I need to give y'all this personal part of me as well. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it really have helped me, y'all, because my son is 1 year old, and I haven't had a job in a little over a year. And then I currently, about 2 months now, I started trading with, Forex. If you guys, never heard of that, I can make a video about that for people who want to join or whatever like that. It's all over my social media. I talk about it all the time, but I've been profiting off of that and doing good on that. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything that I've said I wanted, to be able to be home with my kids and do this and that and have time to actually live out my dreams and stuff, y'all. Like, I was wanting these things and trying to my hardest to visualize them and speak them, and I couldn't, like, I could see from me envision it and stuff like that, but I just didn't know how I was going to get here. And I'm looking up and I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing the things I wanted to do. I'm doing the things I said I wanted to do. Everything, like, opportunities be falling for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just be working out so perfectly. Everything been, since I've been manifesting, and it could be the smallest thing. It has been working out for me. And for me to say, that's why I'm confident in making this video, because I am walking proof of how I stopped working a job, and it's going on 2 years, and look at me. I be taking care of myself. I take care of my roots. I'm probably looking like Lil Wayne a little bit, because I need to do my hair. I need to retwist my roots. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I take care of I get my bills paid. I take care of my kids. We eat. You know what I'm saying? It's more than, like, I got it going on, y'all. So I'm really thankful for that. And I'm not boosting about it. Like, when you was coming from struggling and having that struggling mindset and coming into manifesting and building your own, like, you start to feel different. You talk different. You move it. I really feel good. Like, just talking about it right now and me hearing what I'm saying and me watching me do this, like, it's just all like, oh my God, it's really happening and I'm really doing this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna look back on this like, but so yes, so that is like, now how, I guess the next question would be how to get out of a job if you are in that situation where you are leaving you trying to get into manifestation and you trying to leave your job and stuff, and you trying to change your life. You got dreams, you got goals, you got talents, you got gifts, you got plans, you got ideas, and that is too big for a little job that's gonna keep you little and limited. You know what I'm saying? So yes, me being pregnant is what got me out my job. So that's why I referred it back to using it as a stepping stool, because some people may be stuck in a job or may feel like they need their job or whatever, and I don't want to have nobody being put out on the streets because they said Danielle said quit my job. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did not have no plans. I'm not going to sit up here and say have a plan and stuff like that, because I'm just here to give the advice and help you see things differently, help you see the way you're supposed to see. But how to do certain stuff and how you need to make your moves, that's all up to you and the universe. You know what I'm saying? That's something that because I don't even know, who I'm talking to right now, because I'm looking at the phone or whatever. So, I wouldn't be able to tell you, but if that's why I want to give my story, because if it's similar to mine, you know what I'm saying, we might kind of have to do the same thing. But you know what I'm saying, I don't want nobody to end this video and go and quit their job tomorrow and not knowing what's going on. Like, even if you don't have a business to start the next day, when I say make a plan, you need to make a plan on what are you doing with yourself. Like, okay, if you quitting this job, why are you quitting this job? What are you about to start doing? Are you about to start singing? Are you about to start rapping? Are you about to start dancing? Are you about to build a business? What are you about to do? And after you figure out what do you really want to do in life, then you start figuring out what do you need to do to start manifesting them things to do in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a process, it's a step. But for me, how I got out of my job, which I thank the universe every time, because the universe didn't open my legs to get pregnant. Of course, I did. But the way that life had set me up, you know what I'm saying? Regardless of me making my own choices and stuff in life, I always thank the universe and my spirit guides and ancestors and stuff, because regardless if I made the choice to be wherever I was at, stuff lined up for me to make certain choices. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you may feel like you have control over everything, but the more I be thinking about stuff, I'm like, okay, I know I don't have full control over everything. That's why I go to the universe and stuff for help. But I feel like some of my choices may have been, you know what I'm saying, swayed by how the universe set things up to happen in my life. Like, if I wasn't facing certain things, I wouldn't have made certain choices and decisions, you know what I'm saying? So it's just all kind of good stuff, though. Good stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because no matter where the universe take you, you should trust it. Because why would the universe try to make you go somewhere you don't need to be, or try to hurt you and stuff like that? We are the universe. All is us. You know what I'm saying? So is here. The universe all is living through us. You know what I'm saying? And breathing through us. I'm the universe talking right now. You know what I'm saying? So why would the universe line your life up for some bullshit? Excuse me. I'm sorry. But like I said, I feel like my life was lined up for me to get, because y'all, I was really one of them ones who felt like I had to hard work. I had to be a hard worker and put in hard work, and you know what I'm saying, be extra busy to get to where I needed to go, and it wasn't getting me where I needed to go. So I say that to say, I was the type of person that worked 2 to 3 jobs. I was always in school. I was always switching my major, but I was always in school, because I'm like, well, if I'm not doing anything, I need to be in school. I need to have a job. I just was like, I was just thinking in all these, and how the society is setting me up to think, you know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to make my life match up to what they say do, and, or how they say go, or how they teach you and stuff like that. So, I was always at work. My son, I barely saw him because he was in preschool. My oldest son, this was before I had the second one. So my 7-year-old, when he was in like preschool age, 2, 3, and 4, you know what I'm saying? He would get out of school and go straight to daycare and be there all night because I'm at work. I'm either working 2 jobs and then I got to go to school, you know what I'm saying? So it was just a lot. And then with me being young, the weekends come. So now you about to go to your auntie house. If I don't do like no, family, nothing, whatever, and I'm about to go out and stuff like that. So I was always busy, and it was unnecessary busyness. And it was busyness that wasn't good busyness. Like now I'm busy still and I still have work to do, but it's what I want to do. Like I get up every day after I work out and stuff like that, take care of my kids and stuff, if I don't got no clients or if I'm not checking my Forex and stuff like that, checking the market and stuff, I'm doing my videos. So it could be the vlogging or it could be my comedy, anything like, my day is still full and stuff like that, but it's what I want to do, so it don't feel like hard work. And it's not hard work because I'm doing things that's I do already, you know what I'm saying, that's naturally easy. So all that play a part. But with me being that kind of person, it was like going to be kind of hard to for me to see what I'm seeing now. This is my 3rd sit down in life. My first sit down was when I had my oldest, because I didn't work with him either. I went to work after a couple months after having him, but I didn't work when I had him. My second sit down was when he was about 4, 3 maybe. I don't know. He was kind of young. I know he wasn't 5. It was before I had his brother, and it was before I even met his brother, dad, and stuff like that. But I had another sit down. I had lost all them jobs. So I was working, and I wasn't in school, and I lost my car, and I was struggling, and it was just me and my son. I was having to sit down because I didn't have no car. So now I'm trying to figure out about school and where am I going to work at. If I do get a job, it got to be a bus route job, or it got to be walking distance, because how I'm going to get on the bus if I ain't had no money. Just all of that, you know what I'm saying, stuff. And I was a single parent, always been a single parent. So, you know what I'm saying, like, it was just so much stuff that, that made me have to sit down. And now this was my 3rd time sitting down having my second son, and I finally did what the fuck I was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? So I want to thank the universe for sitting me down, even though I don't want no whole bunch of kids. But I had to get pregnant to sit down again so I can be doing what I'm doing today. These dreams and stuff of mine have been there since before the womb. You know what I'm saying? Before I got to the womb. So to be living out my whole life without doing it is ridiculous. To not live my dreams and stuff like that, that's ridiculous. And every time I had a big sit down in life, and when I say a big sit down, stuff like losing your job and your car and shit, you just sitting at the house and you trying to figure out what are you going to do and stuff like that. Those are sit down moments when you trying to figure out what do you need to do. And in those moments, that is when you're supposed to be like, okay, what do I really want to do? What do I want in life? What do I want out of life? What am I good at? What can I do? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you start doing that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't sit there and think about, oh, what factory am I going to go work at? I got to go and get a job. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's how I was. Like, oh my God, I'm about to die. I gotta get a job. Why I ain't think of, and that was before I got my dress. I could have been doing sewing stuff. Why I ain't think about doing girls' hair then, or guys' braid, anything? Like, why I didn't think of that stuff? Why I couldn't think of that? You know what I'm saying? I could have been doing hair. I could have been established with doing hair. Not saying that that's something it's not like I wanted to make it out of a career, but it is helping to put money in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how many people is going natural and how many people got dreads and stuff and trying to and want to start up and stuff like that. Like, just as many people wearing weave as many people with dreads. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm starting off small, advertising myself on Facebook Market and stuff like that, and, you know, through my social media, whatever. And then once I, you know, I go to my dad's shop or whatever, I know I get some traffic then, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, everything is a stepping stool, but, you know what I'm saying, everything plays its parts in its role to get you where you need to be. But I just wanted to explain my story so you guys can see that the sit down that the universe gave to me, and it was my third sit down. And y'all, really, honestly, if I didn't do this, and if I don't get myself together and keep myself together and do it right and stuff, I feel like I could miss out on an opportunity of a lifetime. Like, bro, this is some real shit. Like, if I did not start my social media and start putting my talents out there, if I didn't start getting up, and no matter how much I got to push myself to work out and to be the better version of myself, if I didn't start this right now when I had this sit down, I can't even tell you where I would have been. And it would have been somewhere I was not going to like it. I honestly feel like I did not come here to be struggling. I didn't come here to be broke. I didn't come here to live broke. I ain't come here to be going through all of this stuff that I've been going through. But I'm thankful for everything I went through. But when you feel like that, and you feel like there's more to life, and you feel like it's so much big stuff out there, and it feel like you got so much to offer or so much you could be doing, when you feel like stuff like that, bro, you have to get up and start doing what you got to do. You got to get up and you got to start making moves, and you got to start, even if you mess up and you trip and fall, get your ass up and keep going. That don't mean stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to. There is so many opportunities and blessings lined up for us, and all it takes is to not do one simple thing. You know what I'm saying? So I could have decided to go back and get a job after having my baby. And I could have decided to still be in that same mindset and that mind frame. You know what I'm saying? So when you have a sit down in life, like I said, I was explaining my sit down because that's what set me down. I was saying this to say, because I don't want y'all to just jump up and be leaving y'all jobs and not having plans and having stuff figured out and, you know, stuff like that. But if you have a sit down in your life, for example, for everybody that's watching this video, everywhere this video touch, every soul that it touch, if you feel like you having to sit down right now, which is you may be jobless right now, you may not have a car, you may be staying with somebody, you may be staying in the shelter, any kind of struggle, whatever you going through, a step back in life, you done anything, like you just got out of jail, anything, like anything. If you feel like you in a bad space right now and you not where you want to be, all of that, like, this right here is definitely for, like, this is for you. Like, you need to take this time and figure out what's your next moves. Like, if your name John, what is John going to do? What do John know how to do? What do John like to do? What can John do? You know what I'm saying? If your name Brittany, what do Brittany like to do? What can Brittany do? What can Brittany put out in the world to be a service to the world, but also be a profit gain for Brittany? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you know how to cook, start selling plates, or go somewhere, you know, start cooking, start making recipe books, get on YouTube, start posting recipes. You know what I'm saying? If you know how to fix cars, you better start posting you on social media, fixing some stuff. Go on YouTube, start doing tutorials. make you some business cards. Get yourself out there. We need to stop depending on the government. We need to stop depending on the system. We need to stop depending on society. We need to stop depending on everybody else and depend on ourselves, because we are built and made with everything that we need to get to wherever we're trying to go on this earth. And it's just as simple as that. Now, if you're not having no sit back or whatever like that, and you are working a job right now, the same rules go to you too, because you obviously want to be a business owner. You obviously want to be famous. You obviously want to do something that don't have time for no damn job, right? So just say if you working and you staying with somebody, or you stay by yourself and you live from check, or you whatever your struggles may be, whatever you may be going through, whatever it is, job or no job, the same thing apply. My hair starts poking out. You need to figure out what should you be doing to help you. What can you do to be a service to the world, to service to yourself? What can you do to help to bring money into your pockets? What do you love to do? Do you still even have dreams? Did you want to be an actress? What do you know what I'm saying? And let me write this down too, because this is something else that I want to talk about with school, because I used to feel like I needed school to do any and everything. I'm sorry, I be having to write this stuff down because I be doing so much, and like I said, I don't forget stuff, but I be wanting to write it down so I can get it done, because it can slip my mind and come back, and somebody probably needed to hear this video. So with me writing it down, I'm working on making sure I'm posting every day. So, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, okay, so, you know what I'm saying, with school or whatever like that, if you feel like I'm sorry, I almost lost where I was at. Okay, so, if you had a job or whatever like that, job or not, that's what I was saying. Job or not, I'm sorry, y'all. I just had a brain fart. Job or not, wherever you at in life, I'm just going to start from there. The same rules apply to you. Y'all got to figure out where y'all going, figure out where y'all at. If you do need to go to school for something, Oh, that's what I was about to say about school. I knew I was going to get it back. I know they make you feel like you need school, but you really don't. Like I said, unless you really is trying to be like a doctor or some shit where you really need the program, you know what I'm saying? Because if you want to be an actress, you don't need to go to school for that. You can get on social media, on YouTube, get you some people together, or even if it's by yourself, and start recording short films, clips, skits, all kind of stuff. Because that's and it's gonna feel even better because you doing it all by yourself. You know what I'm saying? And you doing it all on your own and stuff like that. You ain't selling your soul, selling yourself, whatever the fuck they be wanting to say. You doing it all on your own, and you putting yourself out there. You know what I'm saying? And you didn't have to go to no school, no acting theater school for a whole bunch of years. You ain't have to go through all that stuff through Hollywood or whatever like that. You start doing your own stuff, and you know what I'm saying? To be social media famous, you don't even have to do. All you got to do is just, if it's your phone, a camera, just open it up and start recording yourself doing whatever and post it. And watch and wait till it go viral and stuff, or watch to see what it's going to do. So, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people feel like that's that feeling like you got to work hard. You feel like you got to go to school. You got to do this. You got to do that. Like, literally, y'all, I'm right here where I'm at today because I just decided to pick up my phone and start recording. You know what I'm saying? And I got so much to give and so much to offer. I'm like, and it's Corona, I can touch the world. I can touch the whole world through the camera. I can give them all my talents. I can give them all of me. I can still do everything I want to do in life. You know what I'm saying, y'all? So you get what I'm saying. So that's about, the free time and part, and that's what my story had to do with it. Because I basically just wanted y'all to know that no matter where you at, especially if you having to sit down, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you having to sit down. I can't even express that enough because, like I said, I feel like with this being my third sit down, if I didn't get up and start doing this right now at this moment, y'all, and what I'm doing and stuff like that, I would be fucked up. Like, I really would not be. I would. Oh my God, I don't even want to talk about it because I just, So yeah, y'all. So definitely, if you having to sit down, if anything, wherever you at in life, whether you got a job or not, you really need to sit down and start thinking about what are you going to do to get up out of that job. Let me see. Did I talk about free time with the jobs? I think I did cover that stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? You don't get, I got the paper in the way. You don't get free time. You need more than just Sunday off, and you need more than just rotating weekends, like all of that stuff. No. You put all your time and energy into okay, you trying to get the life you want, right? How can you put the energy and time into the life that you want if you slaving over a job? A job takes up all your time, even going to school. Unless you like trying to get a degree in something or it's something, specific. Because I don't knock education or nothing like that, but I knock the system. Because where we come from, we had a whole different everything. And I homeschool. So, yeah, I'm going to teach my son the little American stuff because he got to know how to add. So he got to know how to talk over here. He got to know how to spell and read over here. But I want him to know the truth as well. And I want us all to learn and know, you know what I'm saying, where we come from, how we live, all of that stuff. It's not the system's responsibility to teach. It's our responsibility when we have kids, and it's our responsibility to teach ourselves as well. So that just goes saying, like, unless you're trying to do a specific thing, like be a doctor, go out there and manifest what you need to manifest, and stop trying to go to somebody's job and school and stuff to do it, because you're wasting time. You don't have time to waste. You just don't have time to waste. I'm telling y'all, I'm not knocking stuff. Like I said, like, I am not knocking, especially school. I'm not knocking college at all. School ain't for everybody. School could be for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking about going to school for something just to get a certain type of paperwork. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not knocking it or whatever, but I'm just saying, like, a job in the school is not going to make or break your dreams. If you have dreams, you can definitely access them and get to them without no job or school. That's all I'm saying. Unless you trying to like do stuff like I gotta go to you going to the army, or if you playing sports or whatever like that. Because I think like when you doing sports like NBA and stuff, they gotta at least do a year in college. So yeah, that's the only thing that's different. Is if you gotta like, I just put this lip out on the side. Is if you gotta something specific that you really need to go to school for. We get that. Okay. So okay, and I'm closing this up in a little bit. You're draining yourself. You are draining yourself. If you don't feel that already, I'm telling you now, you're draining yourself, because all you know and think is work. I gotta go to work. You go to work. You gotta come home. You gotta cook, clean. Gotta do this. You gotta do that. You just draining yourself, and you putting so much time and energy into something that's not getting you where you really want to be. The true you knows exactly what you want to do. Even if you may be looking at this and you may be, well, I really don't know what I want to do. Yes, you do. You know what you want to do. You shouldn't have to beg or make up daily situations just to get time off. So these last few points I'm saying is just some stuff I wrote down that I was thinking, and I'm like, because you shouldn't have to. Why is you begging to get time off? And why do you have to make up daily ass situations and excuses just to get time off. Like literally, y'all, I could make a business on calling people off for work, because I have so many people that call me like, can you call off for me, or can you call in and say, and I just be lying my ass off. Like, I don't like lying, but y'all, when it come to a job, because I had to do it for me, bro. I used to be at the urgent care daily, weekly, faithfully, getting me a going in there. Yeah, my head been hurting for 5 days. I don't care if they gave me something or not, because I wasn't taking it. I just wanted to go to the front desk after they said, thank you, have a nice day. Oh, can you write me a work note? Okay? Because I don't like work. I cannot stand work, especially if I got some money in my pocket and shit, and I'm trying to go and spend my money. Like, I don't have time to be wrapped up and closed up in no box with no job, y'all. Like, if y'all not getting where I'm coming from with this video, then rewatch it, because I'm basically saying that a job is stopping you from manifesting. This page is called Manifesting with D, and I'm going to tell you exactly how to manifest and how I manifested and how you can too. And the first thing is, you can't manifest shit with a job. You can't do nothing with no job. They say, oh, you need a job, oh, you need a job, and that be everybody's favorite word. But you get that job and you start trying to live your life and you start trying to do stuff, and you start watching them adult stresses start playing a role in your life because you struggling over a job. I never would have thought that as much as people push you to get a job and you get a job, and I be having so many problems, from the co-workers to my checks to my hours. Now I can't get to work because my ride or something like that. And do you think they care? If you say your asshole is bleeding out lemon juice, they want to see it. They want you to come up to the job and they want to see it first. And then they going to say, well, I don't know if that's good enough, or you going to be fired if you, because it been plenty of time. And I know that a lot of people who's watching this have had times where they be like, fuck this job, I'm leaving, this and that. Like, especially when it came to getting time off. Oh, you don't want to give me time? I'm not coming to work. So my eyelash rising up. I'm not coming to work. So you either gonna fire me or you gonna what? Because I'm not coming to work. So yep, you get fired for calling off and stuff, and then you also have people looking down on you. That was the last point that I wrote down. So yes, you do have people looking down on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, they do. And just the environment of itself, like, you know, I'm not knocking jobs. You know, I've had plenty of jobs. You know what I'm saying? But the only reason why I had those jobs and stuff went the way they went with jobs is because I felt like I needed a job. I felt like I needed a job. I felt like I needed that job because the system and everybody else made me believe that I'm supposed to just go to school all my life. I've been going to school since birth. Go to school and daycare and school all my life, and go to college all my life, then work somebody's job and stuff all my life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they teach you, and I don't got time for that. A job, y'all, is not, it may be paying a bill and a half, because you done probably struggled to pay it. And even if you are watching this and you making a lot of money off a job, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you a nurse or something like that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's still, you know, when it comes to manifesting and when it comes to having your time and energy put in your mind, like, even if you feel like you are making a lot of money and stuff like that, like, it's still mind things, it's still mental things, it's still emotional attachments, it's still the whole makeup behind jobs and the history and stuff of everything. Like, it's more than this, just a little what we think, like, oh, okay, a job gon', you know, like, it's just more than that. And everybody, no matter how much money they can make, can really sit here and agree with, when they got a job, they still have problems. You would think that all your problems, especially money problems, will be gone with a job, and people still have problems. People with the most money still as far as working the job, still be, talking about how they got a budget and they got a this and they got a that and all of this and all of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so is the job really working? Because what? You know what I'm saying? And just imagine when you're not living with limits, because if you feel like you need a job and stuff, you obviously have so many limits and money limits in your mind that is ridiculous. And you know what I'm saying, especially if you sit up there and say I'm broke. If you still use those terms, I don't care if it's a penny in your pocket. Your mind is fucked, period. So, and where could that have come from? Exactly. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to knock nobody and knock no jobs or knock none of that stuff. I just want y'all to understand how a job is set up. It's just set up just like how government assistance is, to keep you limited. Give you a certain amount or whatever and make you feel like this is all you can afford. Make you feel like this is all you, and then it make you feel like you need it. So you doing everything in your power to get it, and then you do everything in your power to keep it, and now you're slaving and you're struggling and you stressing, bro. It's just so many downs of why a job will never be in my category. And then you want me to work until 60 something for a retirement, for you to give me Social Security that you've been taking from me all my life, to dish it out to me like a little ass child. And then I've seen so many people talking about retirement and still be needing money because they broke, because that little 401k or whatever they had wasn't enough, or whatever the case may be. Like, my grandma retired from the MGM Grand Casino and been working there since I can remember, and she still be doing whatever she got to do to make some little extra money and this and that. Like, they get their little Social Security checks and stuff like that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, when you hear retirement, you see yachts and boats and stuff. That's what you think. You know what I'm saying? But that is not how retirement be looking around you, is it? Now think about your retirement. Now think about your job. Now think about the job you got. Is it a job where you think you're going to be retiring from? Now, if it is a job that you probably retiring from, is it something you want to retire from? Is your retirement process going to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, all that retiring shit, all of that extra ass stuff, y'all, is for the birds. It limits you. It's going to keep you down, and it's for the birds. You cannot grow. You cannot manifest when your mind is limited in the way you think and how you feel about money. That it plays with how you think and how you feel about money. And that how you think and how you feel, because everything is energy, is so important. It's so important. If you feel like something is hard to get, guess what? You're telling the universe, oh yeah, it's hard to get. If you feel like you broke and you keep saying you broke, guess what? That's what you're telling the universe. So you gonna be broke. So, if you keep saying like, oh, I only make this much money and this all I can make and this all I can afford, and guess what? You're going to be stuck in that same situation. If you want to grow and if you want to elevate, now is the time. While we in the year 2020, it's still October, good ass energy and spiritual energy is going around. Y'all need to tap into that universal energy and that power and start building and manifesting. And the first thing you got to do is get your mind together, get your plans together. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to also make videos about blockages and how to block stuff and stuff like that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of, blockages that I had to get rid of and stuff like that as well. And especially mental blockages, you know what I'm saying? And I had to always catch the way I think and the way I thought and the way I talk and stuff. And, to get to a point to where I can be comfortable with the way my brain is thinking and moving, you know what I'm saying? Without having to catch myself like, no, I ain't mean to say that. I take that back, universe. You know what I'm saying? So, I've been talking for a minute, but all in all, I just want y'all to understand the importance of what I'm saying about of how jobs, just like Ralph Smart said, you're going to always be just over broke. Okay, you're gonna always be just over broke. You gonna always, and I say always, be just over broke. I don't care how many hours you put in, how many checks you save. If you gotta save, if you got a budget, that says it right there. Because you trying to manifest a life where you don't got to worry about saving and budgeting, right? Because I never could get into saving, because I'm like, you need money to save money, and I need my money because I got stuff to do. It's just a lot to it, y'all. So homework for today, for this video, if you have a job, or even if you don't have a job, if you having to sit back, or not having to sit back, wherever you may be at, if you watching this, you may feel like you kind of flowing a little good or whatever like that. Whatever the case may be, because when I had my jobs, I thought I was doing good as hell until I had that sit back and lost everything. And I don't know how. Oh, I think it was my car went out. Now, how I'm working 2 jobs and I couldn't fix my car or get me another car? You tell me. Huh? I was a single parent, paying my bills, doing what I got to do. And I remember that second sit down I had, my engine went out my truck. Engine was going to be about $2,000-$3,000. That's a whole nother car money. And I had to junk my truck because it was going to take me too long to save up that money. And they didn't want to let my truck sit up there, and then you got to pay for tow. This is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about just over broke and jobs and stuff like that. Especially when you have emergency situations, your car break down, anything happen, and you just spent your check. That little ass $400 check, you just spent it. And even if you making a little more than that, you gonna need a couple checks to get to it. And now you gotta, let me not make sure I don't buy this month so I can do this. Limits, struggling, stress, the job. Okay? A job is supposed to erase all of your money problems. And it's giving you more money problems. It's giving you more money problems. On top of them taking your money that you slaving for, and then you not getting it all back. We gotta wake up and we gotta do better. I need y'all to really understand where I'm coming from when I'm talking about jobs. I want y'all to understand that if you want to manifest, it's a lot of stuff that you're going to have to let go, and it's a lot of stuff that you got to do just to do it. You can't manifest all these, for example, famous people or people that's about to be famous, or just anybody just living their life, YouTubers, all kind of stuff. Do you see them working a job? No, they get up every day doing stuff that they love to do. They get paid for being themselves and doing things that they love to do. If they like music and love to do music, that's what they get paid for. If they love to YouTube and vlog, that's what they get paid for. If they like to record them playing with their toes, and people like feet, and people gonna pay to see your feet. That's that, you know what I'm saying? They not out here clocking in at no Taco Bell, clocking in at sorry, that's not Corona. They not in here clocking in at no hospital. They not in here clocking in at all of that stuff. They don't even know how to spell clock in. Why? Because they ain't had to clock in nothing in so long, because they living out their dreams, their goals. They manifested a whole nother life that don't have nothing to do with no job. And they couldn't have that life that they have if they had a job. I'm going to close out with that, because I think I've been talking for about an hour and my stomach growling, and I got a lot of stuff to do. But if you didn't get the message, rewatch this video and watch it again, because if I got to make a part 2, comment down below or something, because I need y'all to understand that you got to let these jobs go. I have big dreams. Being an entertainer, my music, my publishing my books, coming out my own movies, restaurant. I got so many dreams and so much stuff that I want to do in life. I don't have no time or energy to give to no job. And neither do you. So we're going to close out with jobs mean just over broke. And we ain't broke. And we ain't just over no broke. We live in abundance. Okay? Say it with me. I am abundant. I live in abundance. Money overfloweth in my life. That's y'all homework too. Besides writing out y'all plan and meditating on and figuring out what do you want to do in life? Who are you? What do you want to do? What do you want out of life? Where do you want to go and stuff like that? And start, write you out some money affirmations. You can Google them. Easy. Money, you can make your own money affirmations. If you should be familiar with affirmations is basically the words that you want to put into the universe to get what you want. So, for example, if you want to hit the lottery every day, every time you think about it, every time you close your eyes, whether you say it out loud, and you need to say it out loud too, because you're supposed to speak into existence. But I am the lottery winner. I hit the lottery or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's just statements. It's statements, positive statements that's going to get the exact results you want. So instead of saying I'm broke, because I know a lot of y'all are saying that. Instead of saying I'm broke, I am rich. I am wealthy. I am abundant. I am a money magnet. Money flows into my life. Money is an energetic entity that I am aligned with. You know what I'm saying? I am living in my own home, or I am a homeowner. Anything that has something to do with wealth and you doing good and stuff like that. I am a millionaire. My bank account is full. You know what I'm saying? And not only are you unbelieving to rebelieve, so you could say and have a penny in your pocket and you can say I'm rich, and you may not feel it just yet. But best believe you are going to feel it and you are going to believe it, because every step and every process it takes to manifest and to get into the power of manifestation strongly. It's a lot of stuff you got to let go. It's a lot of stuff you got to do. But along the way, somebody got to be talking to your subconscious mind. Somebody got to be pepping you up and stuff like that. When I first started my affirmations, you know what I'm saying? Like, for example, for my YouTube and stuff like that, like, I used to always say, I still say, talking about used to, I always say I'm entertaining millions, or I'm reaching millions, or whatever like that. And even though I may only see a few thousands of views, a couple thousand views or whatever like that, that don't mean nothing, because I know that everything that I'm saying is lining up. All of that is here. Everything that you ever want is already here. It's just about you lining up with it. You know what I'm saying? And you can't line up with that life when you got certain beliefs and emotions and stuff like that holds you back. So you definitely want to get that homework done. And I will see y'all on the next video. Thank y'all for tuning in. For everybody who is watching this right now, if you already know me, already familiar with my face and coming from my other social media platforms, I welcome you here, and I'm thankful that you are here. I'm thankful to be able to have this opportunity to help y'all get to where y'all need to go, because I am a walking vessel and a walking testimony of manifestation and dreams coming into reality. I knew I was born with big dreams. So I've always had big dreams and stuff like that. And it is taking, I'm not going to say a lot out of me like a bad thing, but it's taking a lot of, it's taking me. You know what I'm saying? It's taking all of me to get the things that I want and to get to where I'm going. And I already know it's my time to shine. I know it's my time. And the things that I had to go through and stuff like that to manifest and to get to where I'm at today, I'm like, oh yeah, I got to help the world. So like I said, thank y'all for tuning in. I'm going to go ahead and cut this video, and I'm going to see y'all in the next one.